How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Dude Ranch DIY. My name is Jake, and today I got a couple little projects to do around the house. As you can see behind me, I got the tractor fresh out of a service. If you saw the last video, we did the 400-hour service. I got the pallet forks and the bucket over here and the big tool rack loaded up with all sorts of little doodads. I need to put in a new mailbox. I will show you that in a little bit. But first, I want to show you a quick little project that I think we're gonna just wrap up here and finish up. So for those of you that have watched the channel or have been watching the channel, you know about my little hook lift dump truck here. It's an International, it's a 1992. I got this flatbed and this dumpster can. I use the dumpster can primarily as a chip box. I put a big tarp over the top of it and I use it as a chip truck. Now, I have a job coming up in the near future here where I'm gonna need to be using this flatbed to actually haul implements for the tractor. I'm hoping to get that job on film. I should be starting it within the next week or two. But because of that, I needed spots to tie down all different things. So as you can see here, I got all these weld-on D-rings and I welded them on the other day. Now, I am not a welder by any means, but I know enough and I've done enough welding to be able to say that I don't think these things are going anywhere. At least I hope they won't be going anywhere when I put a load on them. So basically what I got to do is just throw some quick primer and paint on these bad boys and get them touched up. That way they don't start to rust prematurely. You can see on the back side here where the welds burned through on the paint. So I just want to clean that stuff up so we don't have any more rust on this thing than we already do. But for being a 92, it's really not all that bad. I put on 6 of them in the corners up there and then up on the front in case I want to sandwich anything up against that headache rack. But I mean, as you can see, I put on some pretty big, beefy welds. They are by no means the prettiest, but I think they should, you know, get the job done. And if not, I can always touch them up again down the road. So I got some red spray paint and some primer. So I'm just gonna slap that stuff on quick and call it a day. Okie dokie, so we got all 6 of those all primed up, as well as the 2 spots on the back where we had some burn through. Then we got some International Harvester Red Farm and Implement paint to touch them up with a little bit of red, make it look nice and pretty once this stuff dries. I just went ahead and threw a second coat of primer on there. It's drying pretty quick in the sun. Let me show you this second project that we got here. You see I got the bucket and the forks. And I just so happen to have this really nice cedar log that's sitting here. Well, I brought it out from the back, but let me show you the problem that we got going on. So after the winter, you can see we kind of live on somewhat of a main road here, so the plows go pretty quick, but we got an issue here. Our mailbox is real wobbly. Super wobbly, so much so that it's leaning and it's not quite in the road, but it's pretty dang close. So we got to fix this. See, it's kind of like rusted out, kind of looks pretty shitty. And I got the inspiration from my neighbor who brought me over all that ash wood. If you've been following along, he also brought me that cedar log, and I guess he saved some for himself because I saw him out here the other day doing that. And he made himself a nice new post for his mailbox. So I thought, I got to do a mailbox, so might as well do the same thing. So here we go. So we're gonna go into the trailer here and pop open to the underbody storage. And let's see, what do we got here? a strap. Yep, this is the one I wanted, the short one. We'll take this. We're gonna yank that mailbox out. Yeah, so as you can see here, this thing wasn't in the ground all that deep. It's pretty rotted away at the bottom. And yeah, our hole's gonna have to be a lot deeper than that. So, oh, I want that rock in the road. So I got a post hole digger, and we'll see what we can do here. Alright guys, after some digging, we actually got down pretty deep. We're at like 38, 39 inches deep, which I think is pretty dang good for New England, rocky Connecticut soil. So now I just hope that the log is going to fit in there. I think to avoid I know it's cedar, but to avoid the bottom of the post from rotting in the future, I'm going to take some of the gravel that's over there that I pushed up from snowplowing this winter and put it all in the bottom. And that should help with some drainage and just shore everything up in the bottom. So that's kind of why I put all the dirt to one side. I'm gonna go fill up this side of the bucket with some gravel. We will throw a little bit in the bottom and get to filling back in the hole, I guess. And then we got to take some measurements on the log itself and see which side we want to cut from. Okay, so I just hit those D-rings one more time, but we are at 42 inches deep, 42 inches deep to ground level. And then I'm assuming we probably want the mailbox like 36 inches tall. So that would be 54 is 1, 66 is 2, and 78, I think, would be like 3 feet above ground level. So it's a pretty long post. It's like, yeah, a little bit more than 6 feet tall. So that's what I'm thinking. So it'd be about up to like, I guess a little bit past that little nick. So maybe, I don't know. We'll have to figure out what to do with that nick. Maybe I'll cut it right below it at like 75. But let's see. The diameter of this thing is roughly, I don't know, like 10 inches at this side. So I think we should be good. Let's go double check this hole over here. Let's see what the diameter of the hole is. I'm thinking that I probably want like 3 inches of gravel, 4 inches of gravel on the bottom. But yeah, we're at like 13 inches wide for the hole, so that's good. Don't want too much wiggle room in there. We want it in there pretty tight. So I think that should work out. You know what? Since my neighbor's mailbox looks so good, I'm gonna run across the street and see how tall he made his. Hopefully I don't get hit. Let's see. He is at, yep, about the same, like 36 inches, 37 inches tall. So that'll work. Well, gotta put this gravel to use somehow. You know, I was thinking, while I was digging that hole using that stupid post hole digger, why am I even going through all the trouble of this? All we get is junk mail in the mailbox anyway. Yeah, okay. Occasionally we get a birthday card or something, but like, what's the point of a mailbox anymore? If you need to know what the house number is, look it up on your phone. We're in the 21st century. I mean, right? Everybody goes through all these troubles of blocking the snow from their mailbox and yada, yada, yada. You don't want the snowplow to knock over your mailbox. God forbid. I don't know. All I get for the most part is junk mail in ours. And bills. Nobody likes bills. That's a good looking hole. All right, final measurements before we start filling it back up. We are at 42 inches deep. So I want to put 4 inches of gravel in the bottom, I think. So that'll bring me up to 38 inches deep. And then from there, the post will be 38 inches deep and then 36 inches high. So I need 4 inches of gravel in there. Boom. 38 inches deep on the dot. So 38 plus 36 is 60, 72, 74. So we got to cut the post to be 74 inches long. Okay guys, so what I did here was I loosely marked out the diameter of the log here, and what I got is 4 lag bolts or lag screws with big fender washers. So my plan is to just drill 4 holes, then sink these puppies down in through the log, and Bob's your uncle. So I'm gonna drill the 4 holes. Again, I'm not going for anything perfect here. I just want it to be more secure than it was, and I'll be happy. There we go. One new mailbox. Well guys, it's not perfect, but it's pretty straight for the most part. And it's in there nice and solid, not going anywhere. So I'm gonna call that much better than this last one. These little cut marks and stuff on it will fade over time, but it's a lot better than it was. I think the mailman's gonna be happy. So I'm gonna load up this old one and we can go finish painting up those D-ring shackles. All right, like I said before, farm implement, International Harvester Red. here we go. Again, not looking for perfection here. Well guys, as you can see, I did a less than perfect job at matching the color of the red paint here. I think it has something to do with the truck being over 20 years old. But you know what? I really don't care for now. You know, they're not gonna rust. They're covered, and we can get to work. Like I said, I got a big job coming up in the next week or so that I gotta haul off a bunch of implements and everything. So those D-rings will help quite a bit. Might need to add a couple more in the future, but we'll see. As of right now, I just hooked up to the boat. Sarah's in the car, in the truck. We're going to drop off the boat at the marina to get commissioned for the summer. They're gonna take the wrap off and get it all ready, put it in the water. Boat should be in the water by next week. So that is a sure sign that summer is on its way. But for now, we're gonna go drop off the boat, head over to the boat club for a couple beers, and that's gonna be it. So as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below. Questions, comments, or feedback on maybe better ways I could have put a mailbox in, leave them in the comment section. But for now, I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time. Going to get the boat in the water.